Hello, my friend. Today is the next monster in the game of Monster Hunter Wilds. He is one of the most difficult opponents in the game today. If you want to beat him solo, you'll have to put in a lot of effort. We're talking about the formidable Gore Magala. We will talk about what to expect from this giant and how to deal with it. To prepare for the fight, I have a full set of Jin Dahad and a Doshiguma bow. It's not the best armor for this boss, but it gives more normal defense than the ones I have, so I use it for the fight. Of course, the more buffs you have, the better. The standard buff from grilled food is enough for me. Be sure to use hot drink, because the battle takes place in an icy area. All other improvements are situational. The jewelry you put in your armor is important. Depending on what you have, choose those that increase defense and attack. Jewelry gives a very big boost to damage and defense, so don't neglect it. Gore Magala plays a major role in the storyline of Monster Hunter Wilds. It is therefore likely that its encounter will match your hunter rank in the corresponding time. The encounter is part of a mission, and you will be plunged into battle after the cutscene. When you are asked whether you're prepared to leave, always make sure you have both regular and mega potions on you. You can also loot honey from the area if you are short of the mega potions. You can also use your portable barbecue to cook a meal. It is important to increase your stamina and health, since Gore Magala can be a powerful creature. Our list of the best food enthusiasts has some suggestions for investing in your defense. Carrying a few torch pods or dragon pods for later encounters is beneficial. If you or a member of your team has a weapon that can fire thunder or dragon ammo or flaming ammo, it's even more useful. Grab some earplugs to protect your ears from the constant screaming of the monster. The elemental attacks recommended for Gore Magala include Flame, Thunder, and Dragon. First, there is Flaming Ammo, Torch Pod, Fire Attack, Critical Element. Charge Master, Thunder Ammo, and Thunder Pod are included in the second. Dragon Ammo and Dragon Pod are included in the third category. Dragon Attack, Critical Element, and Charge Master also fall under this. The three properties are all in addition to the weapon you use. As for the beast's weak points and breakable parts, Gore Magala's weak point is its mouth. Both its antenna and wings can be broken, and its tail can be severed. Gore Magala is a creature that tends to be close to the earth, yet its aggression is unrelenting. The monster will always try to get closer to you, and close distances with nearby hunters. Gore will be agile if its wings are opened. They look like capes. It'll fly up and land towards you to attack. Keep in mind that Gore usually uses multiple moves in its attacks. If you fail to dodge, you may be stuck and dragged along with the creature. This will cause you more damage. It's a good thing that the wings are so large because they make them an easy target. Both wings are easily broken. You should always try to attack Gore Magala in the front. It will react quickly to any attack on its back, and especially its tail. The creature uses a powerful counter where its claws are swung around as it turns. It might bite, but you can see it coming. Be careful if you notice Gore's wing turning purple. This indicates frenzy. You will temporarily suffer more damage if the frenzy is active. Your health regeneration rate also stops. You can counteract this by using a nullberry or even a hot beverage, so make sure you have some in your pouch. You can use the antivirus skill if you don't have it. Otherwise, the alternatives will work just as well. The monster gains a few extra attacks during this phase. Its regular attacks will create a sort of cloud that could trigger the virus. The virus will also become more likely to do charges and ground slam moves. Expect multiple attacks if it uses claws. Remember to set traps. It is important to get the monster as close to the ground as you can to make attacking easier. Set up a lure and a trap if it is spending too much time in the sky. You can use a perfect dodge to make them hit your trap. Pitfall and shock traps both work. Gore Magala's unique ability is the frenzy virus status that it inflicts. When inflicted with frenzy, it affects your natural ability to recover health during a fight and leaves you more susceptible to attacks, increasing the amount of damage you take from each hit. Other than dodging each and every attack, the only other option is to cure frenzy if you're inflicted with it. However, you can't use a nullberry or other methods to cure frenzy. To cure it, you'll need to continuously attack Gore Magala. you'll see a purple meter in the top left corner that shows you're afflicted by the virus. Attacking Gore Magala will decrease the amount your meter is filled by. To remove the virus completely, you'll need to do enough damage to Gore Magala before the meter fills. If the meter does become full, then your defenses will be weakened. Right from the start, Gore Magala's attacks will be strong. It will start to charge and glow purple when you engage it in battle, which is its frenzy virus attack building. It's incredibly agile and will perform tail whips, as well as spinning around to try and catch you with its claws. Watch out for lunges and charging attacks, where it runs or reaches forward and punches its forelegs down into the ground. Gore Magala will start to glow, and then use its breath to attack. It will send out frenzy virus from its breath, and when it spits out the purple orbs onto the ground, it will also explode. When this happens, you want to get away from the purple area as soon as you can. It will open its wings fully and begin to dart around the map, with its AoE for frenzy becoming wider. Avoid its mouth as much as possible when this is happening, and try to concentrate attacks on its neck and forelegs instead. When the opportunity presents itself, go in for attacks on the head, then evade to gain some distance. You can think about monsters as having handedness, such as a right or left-handed creature. Gore tends to be right-handed, so when you're safe, there is no wall on your right. For example, the swagger charge with its wonky hitbox will move to your left. You should also consider range. For example, Black Gravios only has a horizontal beam that moves one way. The vertical beam follows both directions and can only be safely positioned to its sides or in front. You can still dodge the attack by moving left and then right. You might sheath the weapon to keep it mobile when Gore is in flight. The flying charge attacks have an irritating ability to swing widely, which can make it easier for you to do a panic dive, even though you may be able to see them coming. It's important to know when the attack is about to start, because wind pressure can make it difficult to move. You might save traps for the moment Gore's horns start to glow. You can also only do this in the condition where the horns have fallen. Hitting the head with the horns down will result in a different break. After doing enough damage, you can also knock Gore from this mode by hitting the head. The damage does not have to hit the head to finish the phase. As a matter of fact, all of these tips will not be effective for you until you have your own experience. Unfortunately, this is how it works. You have to lose the fight several times to understand how Gore Magala attacks. Sometimes his attacks consist of 3 to 4 continuous punches that you have to avoid. As you can see in the video, the most effective attack for me was a cascade of arrows falling from above. The advantage of this attack is that there are quite a few arrows that can get stuck in the enemy's body and later explode, which will cause additional damage. The animation of the combo is quite simple and fast. Gore Magala reacts strongly to your shots and threats. As soon as you shoot, it will immediately turn around and start attacking you. The delay in the arrows falling from above gives you the opportunity to run away from the place where Gore Magala will attack in a few seconds. My tactic is to take a few steps to the side after each shot. The boss is very agile and delivers very powerful attacks, so you can't stay in one place for more than one shot. Except when Gore Magala is trapped or dies from wounds. You make a shot and immediately move away. If necessary, you dodge until the enemy attacks, and the next opportunity to take a shot comes along. Try not to stand in front of Gore Magala's head, as his frontal attacks are very difficult to dodge. Gore Magala, a unique creature, shares traits with other elder dragons. It has 6 limbs and clawed back wings. It is because the elder dragon is still immature. The overall look and posture of the wyvern is similar. The dark armored body has many notable characteristics, including its folded feelers along its side, its lack of eyes, and its fanged teeth, which are part of the external armor plate. Its wings are also unique, as they're covered with jet black hair that looks like a worn-out cape. Its claws are prehensile and appear to have opposable thumbs. These claws are useful for running, gaining stability and grabbing. Gore Magala will often cloak itself with their wings when not in battle by attaching them to its back. Gore Magala releases pollen-like, sticky scales to help them understand the environment. They can also detect predators or prey via their heat. The scales are also the carrier of the frenzy virus. Gore Magala transmits the virus with volatile breath attacks and by spreading scale pools around. Gore Magala has no visible eyes, and it relies on its scales for most of the time to sense danger. Gore Magala will become more alert as it spreads out scales. The color of its wings also changes and becomes brighter. 2 feelers unfurl, and scales will be released into the air when its senses reach their peak. It will walk all 6 legs, and the hairs on its head will make the skies darken as if there was an eclipse in the vicinity. The frenzy state is the result of Gore Magala's enhanced perception. It is marked by an increase in aggression and strength. Gore Magala, outside of the frenzy virus it carries, mainly fights with its powerful slashes, and its clawed wing arms can be used to easily grapple large monsters like Harag. Gore Magala is an exotic species in Monster Hunter Frontier and has a new rage mode called True Frenzy. Its wings change form and frenzy crystals grow on its neck and feelers. The Gore Magala will become more aggressive and use new moves. This state can only be achieved by the strongest Gore Magala. Gore Magalas are aggressive creatures that attack anything and everything they come across. They are intelligent and can play dead in order to avoid danger. When it's almost time to molt, they are particularly aggressive. If you like the game Monster Hunter Wilds and want to see more interesting videos of this game, subscribe to my channel. Also, like the video, and I'll prepare a video of the next monster I meet in the game for you. If you have any questions about the game, leave a comment. I also recommend watching my previous video, where I showed how I defeated Gravios. See you in Monster Hunter Wilds, my friend. There are still many different and interesting monsters ahead.